Hello, my name is Summer with Summerly Design Co. and I am an obsessive sock knitter and I design sock knitting patterns. And this week I am finishing up a pair of socks that I've been working on for a little while now, and I'm really excited to get them done so I can see the finished product. Anytime I come up with an idea for a pair of socks, I have it in my head, and it's always so exciting to start knitting it and then finally see it come to life. Sometimes what I have in my head ends up looking really bad when I knit it up. It's not good. It just doesn't translate. It's so bizarre because I can picture it in my head and it looks great. And then once I knit it, I'm just like, ugh. I actually tried to design this really cute colorwork sock with frogs, and they just ended up looking like these weird little lumpy Lego bricks when I knit them up. But on the chart that I created in Excel, they looked amazing. So sometimes what I have pictured in my head, even what I have charted out, turns out very bad. But a lot of times it turns out great, and there's no way to get to the great unless you try. And so you kind of have to put up with the bad to get to the good. But this particular sock pattern that I've been working on, I have already knit up one sock, so I know I love it. I know it looks good. And now I'm just getting to play around with different color combinations. So let me show you what I'm working on. I'm just gonna pull it out of my little project bag. These are my clog socks. This is a DK weight pattern, so they're thicker and they're really beautiful. Lots of different cables coming down from the leg to the foot. And the cool thing about these socks is the heel. It uses a strong heel, and the decreases are made in such a way that the cable can continue down the side of the heel on both sides. There's a center cable that runs down the center of the back of the leg, and then when it reaches the heel, this cable splits into two smaller cables that frame out that heel. I adore this pattern. It's one of my favorite. I love a cool, fun heel, and I really love the fit of a strong heel. It just is really easy to customize, and it fits really well, especially if you have a high arch. So a lot of you really loved the clog socks as well, and I had several people reach out and ask me to do a fingering weight version of the clog socks, and so that's what I'm working on. I'm calling them the Clog Socks Lite. Not the most creative name, but it fits. I mean, it's light in more ways than one. It is a fingering weight version of the clog socks. It has less cables. So it's just a lighter, airier version of the clog socks. So I've already got one knit up in a really cool color combination. And now I am working on the second. And I've only just started this second one, but I really love these colors. I've got a really pretty golden yellow up at the top, and then this really pretty mid-tone pink. And now I'm going into the red. I love a red cabled sock. I just think red, orangey red is a really good color in general for socks. I've knit with it several times. It looks really good. So that's what I'm gonna work on. I am gonna set the timer for 2 hours. I have a lot going on. Today is prom for my kids, so they're gonna be getting ready later, and then I'm gonna be going downtown with them to shoot some photos of them with their dates and their friends, and have just a fun little photo shoot. So I don't have a ton of time to knit today, but I am gonna set the timer for 2 hours, and I'm gonna see how much I can get done on the leg of this sock in 2 hours. I finished the cuff, I'm on the leg, and I wanna make some progress today. So time to knit, my favorite part of the day when I get to start working on my knit socks. Okay, that was 2 hours, and I'm actually kind of amazed at how much I got done in 2 hours. Like, if I really focus and stop getting distracted and just stay on task, like I can knit quite a bit. So here's where we're at in 2 hours. Look at all of that. Like, that's a lot. That's the front of the sock. That's the back. I've actually finished the leg, and I am now on the heel increases, which is this part in the center. I've just started the heel increases, so you can't see a whole lot there. But all in all, not bad from where we started. Like, it's looking so good. And I'm very happy with the color combination. I love the mustard, the pink, and the red. So far, so good. Everything's looking exactly as I had pictured it in my head. And I'm really happy with what I was able to get done in the 2 hours that I had. So now it's time to head downtown so that I can photograph some adorable teenagers in all of their prom finery, and I'm very excited about this. I used to be a professional photographer many years ago. So I primarily did like weddings, families, kids. I did a lot of photography on film back then, and I still love shooting film. I don't currently have a film camera, but I might get one this summer for different summer adventures. But I am going to actually pull out my big camera for this, and it's going to be a whole production, and I'm really excited because I don't get a chance to photograph people that much anymore. I primarily photograph socks. So it's going to be fun getting to photograph these kids all dressed up in their suits and in their beautiful dresses. So we're going to go do that, and then I will get more knitting done this evening. Not be a photo shoot if we didn't have Oliver like getting a photo shoot of Oliver like getting his hair. I think I get like every time. Perfect, guys. Hello, it's a new day and I've got more progress on my sock to share with you. Last night, after I finished photographing all the teens for prom, I came home and did a little bit more knitting before I went to bed. So I finished the heel. And now I'm on the foot. The heel looks so squished and funny, like before it's been shaped. But yeah, this is how much progress we've made. Gotten pretty far on the foot. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's that heel. And it's looking really good. I love this color combination so much. This is such a fun, happy color combination. So I'm going to keep knitting away on this. My goal is to go ahead and finish it today because I'm so close. I'm going to set up some movies. Netflix right now has so many good 90s movies. I might do the Meet the Parents trilogy. I don't know, but I'm going to turn on something good while I finish this sock. And yeah, try not to think about the fact that May is just slipping away. There's so many things. Now that prom is over, we are barreling towards graduation parties, all the things, and it just feels like it's going too fast and I can't quite wrap my head around it. So a nice quiet afternoon of just sitting and zoning out to a good 90s movie is exactly what I need, primarily to avoid feeling my feelings. If I'm busy knitting and watching TV, then I can't stop and think about everything that's happening this month and how life is about to change so dramatically. So yeah, we're just gonna work on this little sock and hopefully I can finish it today so I can show you how cute these look when they're all blocked and on, because I'm obsessed. You can get this pattern, by the way, right now. You can get the Clog Socks Lite and they are on sale for a limited time. I will put links to the pattern in the description below the video, and you can also grab the original DK Clog Socks pattern. It's on sale too for a limited time to celebrate the release of the Clog Socks Lite pattern. And I'll put the links for this sock in the description below the video as well. All right, gonna knit.
off soon. I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star, clear and true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans.
Good morning. Okay, it is a new day. I have finished my socks and I'm very excited to show you. This is always my favorite part of any video, is like the final reveal. I love before and afters, and there is nothing like a knitting before and after, because you start with a ball of yarn and then it turns into this intricate, complex shaped garment. It's just the coolest. So it's always my favorite part of filming videos, is getting to do the final reveal. So, okay. A recap. We started with the original DK weight clog socks, cables all the way around, and that beautiful split heel where this center cable splits and then continues down on either side of the heel. Now we've got the Clog Socks Lite, a new pattern that features that same beautiful heel construction in fingering weight yarn. The pattern is available. It's on sale for a limited time. It is linked in the description below the video. I did 2 different colors, of course, because I can never just stick with one. And this is so funny because I finished this first one a while ago. So here's the first color combination. And look how much tinier it is. Let me scooch back here. Look how much tinier it is than the DK version. Like, that's so funny to me, just how little, but it fits the same foot. Like, it's just wild. Before this version, I had fun with color. So the way the pattern is written, you know, you do a little teeny stripe at the top in a color, and then a little chunk of another color, and then you slide down into your main color. And of course, you can work your colors any way you want. You don't have to have the little color blocking thing that I did. I think this would look beautiful all over in just a lightly speckled yarn. It would look good in stripes going all the way down. It would look good in a solid tonal. There's, you know, really, you can kind of do what you want with the colors. But for this first one, I did this really beautiful lavender color. This is a color by La Bien Aimée. Forgot the name of it, but I will put it right across here. And then this really pretty blue is a hedgehog fibers. And then the green, I know the name of this one. It's really easy to remember. It's also La Bien Aimée, and it's called Ectoplasm. Or maybe it's just Ecto. I'll put that there too. And of course, in the description below the video. So love, love, love this more cool palette of colors. I'm really trying to knit with more cool colors. I tend to gravitate naturally toward the warm side of the color wheel. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm cold natured and I'm always cold, although I am 45 and now I'm extremely hot natured and I get hot all the time. And if you are in your mid 40s, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm not really cold natured anymore, but I still gravitate to warm colors, which is what I did on the second one. And I adore this one too. It's got this really beautiful warm gold at the top for that little pop of color on the cuff. Beautiful mid-tone. It's not a pale pink. It's a nice, good mid-tone, warm pink, and then this gorgeous bright orange red. This bright orange red is a color called Henley, and it's from Plucky Knitter. I love working with Plucky Knitter's yarn. Every indie dyer kind of has their own basis that they use, and a lot of them are the same. You'll notice, like if you're working between different brands, that the yarn kind of feels the same. They use a lot of the same bases. They order from the same suppliers. I don't know what Plucky Knitter is ordering from, but it is a very springy, bouncy, fun yarn base to work with as far as the fingering weight sock yarn that they use. And it has a really good memory. Like if you accidentally pull your needle out of your stitches, which I do all the time because either Beasley will sit on it and then I'll go to yank it out from under her butt and then like the stitches will come off the needle, or I'll sit on it. But I mean, these little stitches, when they get yanked out of a needle, are just standing up super straight, and it's very easy to slide the needle right back in. So I really love the base yarn that Plucky Knitter uses to dye their colors. So I have been working with a lot more Plucky Knitter. I bought quite a bit of it whenever I went to McKinney Knittery last. I bought several skeins, and I've been really enjoying working with it. So that's what this sock is. But What I think is so funny is how different these look, because I finished this a while ago. And so after blocking, it's really had time for that ribbing to kind of shrink back in. And of course, when you put it on, it stretches right back. But in its natural, relaxed off the foot state, it just kind of, that ribbing shrunk the sock back in. This one I just finished and just blocked it. So it still kind of has the shape from my blocking, my sock blocker. It will eventually also shrink in like this one and they'll be the same size, but right now it just looks funny because this one is still kind of like shaped like the sock blocker. But I think that's so interesting about wool and its properties and how the fiber is almost like this living, breathing organism that like changes shape and shrinks in and stretches out. And I really love that. It's just such a fascinating fiber. Like I can never get over wool and its properties. I had so much fun knitting these two socks. I think that they are so cute. And more importantly, that heel. I love how this thick cable going down the back splits into these beautiful, delicate cables that frame that heel. And again, this uses a strong heel, which I love for fit. It feels so good. It's fun to knit. I love that heel. So I'm really happy to have a fingering weight version of this, not just a DK version, because there's so many ways to modify it. For instance, on this sock, I did ribbing. I truly wanted it to be a light sock. Clog socks, cables all the way around. Clog Socks Lite, just that one center cable in the back, and then ribbing. If you don't like knitting ribbing, you could just do stockinette. Just keep that central cable in the back and then do stockinette for all of this. You don't have to do the ribbing. If you just don't want the cable at all, if you just want this cool heel, you can also do that. There's just a lot of different ways to modify it. It's just a good heel to have in your know-how, in your little basket of tools to incorporate into other socks. So now that I've shown you what they look like this, the best part, the try-on, I'm going to show you what they look like on actual feet. Well, that wraps it up for this week. I had so much fun with the Clog Socks Lite. I've got some other ideas percolating for future socks that I'm very excited to get started on. Now that these have been put to bed, they're done, dusted, it's time to move on. And I'm very excited about different ideas that I have going in the head. It's almost summertime. My child is graduating from high school in a week. That's wild. And then summer begins and we've got a lot of fun things planned for this last summer with the four of us at home before we send my son off to college in the fall. So I'm really looking forward to all those things. But thank you for spending time with me this week knitting the Clog Socks Lite. I'm always appreciative that you're here. I love reading all of your comments. And yeah, I'll see you next time.